What's up, everybody? Werner von Wallenrod here. Trying something different, as you know. As you may have noticed, we like to experiment around here. So maybe the video quality doesn't look quite as good, although actually it's not too bad. It's because I'm webcamming it up. I'm trying the direct video upload daily, which means we have to do everything in one take, so we're going to keep it moving. So that's the experiment. Shut up about it. Let's go to the music of the day. And today we're looking at Lord Ishawn. See if I can get it so you can see without a glare. There we go. Lord Ishawn and the Bronx Outlaws. This came out in 1992 on Soho Records, which I think is generally sort of a trance house, garage or whatever kind of label. But they did put this out, and they put out one other hip-hop release. This is The Kid's Got It Going On, Back to Microphone Check, 1992. Produced by someone called Cash Machine. I have no idea what that is, but I suspect it's probably related to the engineers, because one of the engineers is Keith Cash Lawrence, so I assume that's a direct reference. And then the other guy is Easy Reed. And what's interesting about that is Easy Reed produced and did a lot of stuff for the UBC. And in fact, when you hear these guys, while Lord Ishawn doesn't particularly sound like the UBC, there's definitely a very similar kind of vibe in their music and the instrumentals and stuff like that. So this is typically what you would consider random rap. This is Lord Ishawn's only release. It's one of only 2 hip-hop releases on the label. It's pretty obscure. It was featured on a mix by, I want to say, DJ Aziz. I'm not positive about that. But, you know, it's one of those where it was an obscure, pretty much lost rap release that was featured on a mix by either Aziz or Icewood or Shadow or something like that. And then, you know, that boom, and price, collectors find out about it, they all want to find it, and it hikes the price way up. And that's what happened here. This is a pretty hard to find 12-inch. Well, obviously this is not 12-inch. This is the cassette single that I have. I actually bought this back in the day. Oh, okay, well, let me say this. If you notice on the back, now the 12-inch only came out on Soho Records, but if you notice on the back we got here, wait, that's Soho. I've got to do it in reverse. That's Sony. That's right, it's got Sony. The cassette release got major national distribution. And you can kind of hear it in the lyrics. While the instrumental is largely very much, what you expect from independent early 90s hip-hop, kind of very broken down, some familiar samples, some really cool kind of fast rap style. But lyrically, he, like for example, he sounds sort of mainstream oriented. He, a little bit kid-friendly. He sounds young, but I don't really necessarily mean his voice so much as like, well, for example, he has one verse which is all referencing sitcoms like 227 and Night Court. Well, that tells you how dated it is, 1992. But I mean, it just sort of sounds like he could be going towards that Foosh Nickens Young MC kind of market, where hey, I'll name all these sort of pop things and get sort of easy success. So that's what this is. So it's 2 songs. Now, one thing that's key about the 12-inch versus the cassette single besides Sony is the track listing is a bit different. On the 12-inch, this is actually a split 12-inch with a guy named MC Wiz, and he had a song on there called Condoms. That's not featured on here. This is purely the Lord Ishawn tracks and not the Condom song. Now what's also interesting is the only other hip-hop release that I know of from Soho Records is another split 12-inch, and that's another group called Present Moment or something. And that is also split with MC Wiz, and it's also split with the same MC Wiz song, Condoms. So I guess whenever these guys put out a rap single, they figure you gotta put on MC Wiz's Condom on there. I actually haven't heard the song though, because I only have this cassette single. But one thing the cassette single does have, that the 12-inch doesn't, is the instrumental version of, I don't know how well you can read it anyway, but Microphone Check instrumental. It's got both instrumentals, whereas the 12-inch only has one. So there's a bit of an exclusive on the cassette single as well. They both feature this cool cover. The 12-inch has it as a sticker cover. So the only other thing I guess I'll mention, we'll go into sound clips, because I'm doing this whole kind of quick cam, webcam thing. I can't edit, and also I've actually just got a little cassette player sitting here, so I'm just going to play you clips the old school way. I don't know what the sound quality is going to be like, but that's what I want to address, because the B-side, the A-side is normal, but the B-side, the sound quality is really, really terrible. I mean, it's like, the song has a very strong bass line, and I guess somehow in the engineering process and the mastering they screwed it up. The whole thing sounds really muddy, like the vocals are awful. Like I was listening to this in my car, it just sounds really bad. I don't know if the 12-inch is the same way. It's very surprising, especially, again, have that bad sound quality on something distributed by Sony, but there it is. Oh, and the only other thing I want to mention is instrumentally, although, as I said, it sounds very much like 90s indie hip-hop kind of stuff normally, it does feature some a lot of live instrumentation. You hear some very familiar samples, but I mean, just looking at the credits, you've got, you know, sax and flute by, bass and guitar by Easy Reed, by the way, again, the guy who produced for UBC. Trumpet by, so you've got a lot of live instrumentation. And it doesn't necessarily sound quite as good as a perfect sample would, obviously, but it does give it its own kind of unique sound. You see, there's some familiar samples, but there's some new live music, and it's often sped up a little quicker than you're familiar hearing it. So it's pretty cool. You can understand why this is sought after. I mean, like I said, as an MC, yeah, I mean, it's dope that he does a kind of fast rap style, you know, he does some hyper-syllable kind of thing, but like I said, lyrically, a little bit questionable. So I think that's about it. I think let's go right into our sound clip right now. We're going to start off with The Kid's Got It Going On, Lord Ishawn, and the Bronx Outlaws. I don't know who the Bronx Outlaws are exactly. It seems like Lord Ishawn is solo, but... Got it going on, you got it going on, kids got it going on, you got it going on. Seem to be in the instrumental version, don't I? Okay. Well, nonetheless, that's the instrumental. Bad cueing. That's what happens when you do everything live in one take. Let's flip it around. We're going to go to microphone check. Now, this is going to be the one with the horrible, horrible sound quality. We'll try to actually jump into the vocal version this time so you can actually hear Lord Ishawn. It was pretty foul there, I guess. So here we go. This time, microphone check. This one, maybe I should play the instrumental clip because it's an exclusive, but I'll try not to. We'll try to play the vocal version this time. Try to be queued up to the right song. Rewinding right now. Here we go. Microphone check.
But this shit is death. No need not to fear, cause the Mickey man is here in full gear, so when I start staying clear, it's a slam dunk, you diggity jump, you little bump, you better move your rump. In other words, just jump. I never pretend, because I always love to send a lyrical verse that I highly recommend for you to pick, so you can play on your stereo or pump in your deep 1-2. Here we go, here we go, here we go, on with the flow. Hand me a mic, a beat, a crowd, and there's a show going on. I'm chilling in the back, I'm like Tarzan, cause I swing from track to track. No need for the line, cause I always go for mine and getting better with the time. I got the juice from the wine, I got a pause, I'm sorry for my disrespect, but here's the question, can I get a mic check? Microphone check, check it. Microphone check, check it. Microphone check, check it. Can I get a mic check? Now on with the show, I'm on a go. I always had a mic.
Alright, so that's it. Peace out. Quick capture video. We'll see if we do this in the future or if this is a one-time thing. Till next time, Word of on Rod. Peace.